You may have sown in weakness, but you will reap in strength. You may have given with tears, but you will gather with laughter. If this message reaches you before October 5, it is the sign that your season is shifting into fulfillment. Do not stop believing now. The field is ready, the fruit is near, and the harvest that belongs to you is on its way. As this message comes to a close, remember this: it did not reach you by chance, it reached you by purpose. Before October 5, you are being called to recognize that timing is divine, your faith is alive, courage is rising within you, and your harvest is near. These are not empty words, they are a declaration over your life. You've waited, you have prayed, you have endured, and now you are standing at the doorway of a new season. The struggles of the past were shaping you, not breaking you. The silence of yesterday was preparing the sound of breakthrough for today. And the seeds you planted in faith are ready to bear fruit in abundance. Walk boldly, believe fully, expect greatly, because what is coming is greater than what has been. If this message has reached you before October 5, congratulations, your story is shifting, your doors are opening, and your destiny is unfolding. Step into it with joy, with faith, and with unstoppable courage. Do not let fear of failure hold you back, because even failure in courage is better than safety in hesitation. When you step out, even if you stumble, you will find strength rising inside you that you never knew you had. The act of moving forward creates momentum, and momentum carries you into new levels of possibility. Courage is contagious. It not only transforms your life, but inspires those around you to believe that they too can rise. If you are hearing this message before October 5, consider it a call to act. Make the decision you have been postponing. Start the journey you have been afraid to begin. Speak the words you have been keeping inside. This is your moment to be bold, to walk into destiny, and to prove that courage always opens the door to breakthrough. Life is built on the principle of sowing and reaping. Every word you have spoken in faith, every prayer you have whispered in secret, every act of kindness you have given when no one noticed, these are seeds planted in the soil of your destiny. And just as no farmer plants without expecting a harvest, you must know that your season of reaping is drawing near. If this message has reached you before October 5, it is a divine reminder that your labor has not been wasted, that your faith has not been ignored, and that your tears not been ignored, and that your tears have watered the ground for a greater return. A harvest never comes immediately after planting. It takes time. The ground must break open, roots must grow deep, and storms may come before the fruit appears. In the same way, the struggles you faced were never meant to destroy you. They were preparing you for abundance. Each delay was not denial, but a process of maturing your seed, strengthening your foundation, and enlarging your capacity to carry the blessing when it arrives. Think of the many times you chose perseverance instead of giving up. Those choices were seeds. The sacrifices you made for your family, the times you pushed forward in hope, even when no one believed in you, the moments you forgave when it was easier to be bitter. Every single one of those decisions is producing a harvest that is now ripening. The blessing ahead of you is not small, because the price you paid in faith was not small. When the harvest comes, it will not only satisfy you, but overflow to others. You will find that what you endured is now a testimony. What you carried in silence becomes a song of joy. This is the promise, that the seeds of yesterday will become the abundance of tomorrow. You do not need a mountain of belief. You only need a seed. And when that seed is planted in your heart, it has the power to grow beyond anything you can imagine. Faith is not about seeing everything clearly. It is about stepping forward when everything still feels uncertain. It is about trusting that even if you cannot see the whole path, the one guiding you does. Faith awakens courage, and courage leads you to act. This awakening is the reminder that you are not forgotten, that heaven has been moving behind the scenes, arranging the pieces of your life so that when the time arrives, nothing can stop what has been prepared for you. Your faith may feel small right now, but small faith is not weak faith. Small faith can move mountains. Small faith can open closed doors. Small faith can heal, restore, and bring breakthrough. Do not underestimate what happens when you choose to believe again. If you are hearing these words, it means your spirit is being called to rise, to hope, to expect. Faith is awakening in you now, And that awakening is the very signal that your miracle is near. There comes a point in every journey where faith must turn into action. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward despite fear. If this message has reached you before October 5, it is because you are being called to act with boldness. Too often, we stand at the edge of opportunity but hesitate, waiting for perfect conditions or clearer signs. But courage does not wait for everything to be comfortable. Courage steps out even when the waves are high, trusting that the one who called you will carry you through. Many people live their lives trapped in hesitation, waiting for the day when they will feel ready. But readiness is not a feeling, it is a choice. The truth is, you may never feel fully prepared. You may still have doubts, you may still see obstacles, but courage is what pushes you to take the first step anyway. The breakthrough you are waiting for will not come by standing still. It will come when you dare to move. When you act in courage, you activate the promises that have been waiting for you. You give your faith the legs it needs to walk into reality. Every great victory in history was born out of a courageous decision, someone choosing to rise when others stayed seated, to speak when others remained silent, to move when others stood frozen. That same courage is being ignited in you right now. In the same way, your life is moving through seasons designed not by chance but by order. If you are hearing this message now, it means your season is shifting. It is the moment where doors that were once closed are about to open and opportunities that once seemed distant are drawing near. Divine timing means that the right people will come into your path at the right moment, that resources you have been lacking will arrive when they are most needed, and that strength you thought was gone will rise within you when you take your next step. It reminds us that delay is not denial, and silence is not abandonment. The very fact that you are listening today is a confirmation that you are aligned with something greater than your own plans. Often, breakthroughs happen suddenly. One day you are struggling, and the next day everything changes. But what feels sudden to you has been carefully prepared in heaven long before. Every tear, every prayer, every sleepless night was a seed planted in faith, and now the timing has come for that seed to break the ground. Do not despise the waiting, because waiting has been shaping you, molding you, preparing you for the blessing that is arriving. If this message has found you before October 5, it is because your moment is here. Do not look back with regret or forward with fear. Stand still in confidence, knowing that divine timing has chosen you, and what belongs to you will not pass you by. Faith is not simply a word we speak. It is the force that awakens possibility in the midst of impossibility. If this message has reached you before October 5, it is because your faith is being stirred, your spirit is being awakened to realize that what you prayed for is no longer far away. There are moments when we pray and nothing seems to happen, and doubt creeps in like a shadow, whispering that maybe our words are lost. But faith reminds us that no prayer ever vanishes, no whisper of hope goes unheard, and no tear is ignored. Faith is the bridge between your cry and God's response, between your longing and the manifestation of the promise. This is the time to awaken that faith again. Maybe it has been sleeping inside you because of disappointment. Maybe you once believed with all your heart, but when delays came and doors stayed shut, your faith became buried under the weight of discouragement. Yet now, this message arrives to stir the embers, to remind you that even the smallest spark of faith can ignite miracles. Congratulations! If this message has found you before October 5, it is a sign, a divine appointment. You are standing at the edge of a turning point. Many people live their days thinking that nothing will change, that tomorrow will be like yesterday. But if you are hearing this right now, you are being reminded that your season of waiting is closing and your season of breakthrough is opening. Every dream you thought was delayed, every prayer you whispered in silence, every tear that fell unnoticed, they have all been collected. Heaven has heard you, and now the timing is aligning in your favor. This moment is not about coincidence. It is about confirmation that you are chosen for something greater. If this message reached you, it means courage is being poured into your spirit. Fear will no longer chain your steps. You are stepping into boldness, into action, into the life you were created for. You may feel unprepared, but remember this. Preparation is often hidden in the journey. You are ready because you are willing, and willingness is the key that unlocks destiny. And now, hear this promise. Your harvest is near. The effort you gave, the sacrifices you made, the faith you held on to when nothing made sense, they were never wasted. Before October 5, you are being reminded that the ground beneath you is fertile. The seed you planted will not only grow, it will multiply. So lift your head high. Walk into these days with faith, with expectation, with courage. The message has reached you, and that means your breakthrough is closer than you think. Congratulations, you are about to see doors open that no one can shut. There are moments in life that cannot be explained by logic or human calculation. They are moments when everything aligns, not because of coincidence, but because of divine timing. If this message has reached you before October 4th, it is not random. It is a sign that heaven's calendar has turned in your favor. Many times we rush, we worry, we try to make things happen in our own strength, and when delays come, we question whether we are forgotten. But divine timing is never late. It may feel hidden, it may feel slow, but when it arrives, it always carries a weight of purpose that changes everything. Think about the seasons of the earth. The farmer does not plant in winter and expect a harvest in spring. There is an appointed time for sowing and an appointed time for reaping.